Today is 29th, Thursday. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. We are in a remote location on our way to Mirage Outfitters from Brise. Yesterday we finished our Trans-Taiga trip, went as far as we can. Today our goal is to go to Mirage Outfitters, have brunch, pack up. Thankfully, I think it's a good decision that we decided to pack up. Everything is frozen. Everything is frozen. I think the temperature went negative last night. It might be 0 or -1 at this point. Thankfully, there is no wind. Last night, Alhamdulillah, we were able to see Aurora, the northern lights, very faint, but we could make it with our bare naked eyes, and they were not colorful. We got nice pictures with the cell phone in low light exposure. We saw the color, but with our naked eye, we could see beam of light, faint light, and everybody was exhausted, so no one wanted to wait out and see what happens. As I turned up the burner to create some heat inside the gazebo, and whatever the air was inside that froze up started to melt. As they are dropping, things inside are getting wet. Yeah. It went negative last night for sure. It is still, maybe. Since we don't have any internet, we can't check. We'll have to look back and figure out how cold it was over here.
Assalamu alaikum. Very good morning. So we already wrapped up our campsite today. Alhamdulillah, everything is fine so far. So we are checking up our daily checklists. Shane is checking his car. So how is it going, Shane?
It's part of our routine check. We are doing a vehicle inspection. In the last couple of days, I don't remember if we have done it because of the bad weather. And yesterday we went through a lot of slow kilometers, rough terrain. CRV looks good. Telluride also looks good. Based on visual inspection, oil levels are also fine. Our goal is now to head out to Mirage Outfitters, fill up our gas tank for both CRV and Telluride. Thankfully, we bought 120 liters of extra gas. We just emptied two of our jerry can, which is 20 liter over there, 20 liter over there. Yesterday, we already consumed 40-40. We burned it out. I had only about 90 kilometers to go, which won't make it possible for me, the Telluride, to reach to Mirage. CRV supposedly has about 150 or 160. Good for CRV. Because our mileage was yesterday very slow. We were driving roughly around like 15-20 kilometers.
Yeah.
And CRV at one point didn't go any further because the road was not suitable enough. So we went another roughly 20 to 12 kilometers further on Trans-Taiga and then came back. So I guess that's where we burnt most. Amazing campground. We were lucky enough to see the Aurora yesterday. And this is the most ideal place to enjoy the Aurora. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, even the stars were pretty amazing last night. Looking towards to our food and drinking water stock, around like 60 liters of drinking water.
Yeah.
And around like 10 liters of for other uses water. We have enough food stuff to run another like 7-8 dinner, include also the breakfast.
Yeah.
So we are good with the food, alhamdulillah.
We didn't expect that in Mirage we'll get some food to buy, and today we didn't have our breakfast here. We are heading to Mirage to have brunch.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we find something suitable, who knows? We might even buy some dinner from there. So
Yep.
Our food is mostly going back with us.
But we had
but you have to prepare, right? You have to prepare for the worst, and that's what planning is about.
Last night we had
amazing food.
Yeah.
Which was thanks to Russell Bhai's family.
Yeah.
We got lamb curry and fried rice. The weather is amazing.
Yeah.
Starting from yesterday, end of day, the weather completely changed. Until yesterday afternoon, it was very windy, it was cloudy, it was rainy. We couldn't take pictures or even drone shots. But on our return path, we took everything that we could. Alhamdulillah, all our desire was fulfilled.
Alhamdulillah.
So same thing. Today on our way to Mirage and from Mirage towards Radisson, there were some waypoints we skipped because of the bad weather. We are hopeful, inshallah, that today we'll be able to stop and enjoy and also take drone shots and make up as much distance as possible. And inshallah, tomorrow our goal is to reach Radisson.
Mirage Outfitter. It's like a kilometer away from Mirage.
In 600 meters.
We're returning back from Rize, and we're gonna take shower. It's like 7 days. After 7 days, and we have, if we get anything, we will have a lunch over here, and then we'll start again for our next destination.
So our pit stop here in Mirage Outfitters. Unfortunately, lunch is done for the day. We have to wait till 5 p.m. for supper. So instead we have decided that we'll get some pre-made egg salad sandwich and then head for our next stop and then have maybe a good dinner.
From the summit of the observatory, we marveled at the vast landscape stretching endlessly before us. In the distance, the towering Hydro-Québec dam stood like a giant, an emblem of power against the serene wilderness. The sun hung low in the late afternoon sky, casting a golden light over the rugged terrain. We descended from the mountain, setting our sights on the next stop. Gravel crunched beneath our tires as we sped along the Trans-Taiga, flanked by endless forests and the stillness of remote lakes. The sky was clear, the fading light bathing the land in hues of ember. A fitting farewell from the day as the sun made its slow descent. Today we started late. It was past noon when we began, but we pushed hard, covering 340 kilometers before we finally arrived at the campsite. As dusk settled, we set up camp, prepared dinner, and cleaned up. Every action was deliberate, done with the knowledge that tomorrow at dawn we would break camp quickly, sip our morning coffee, and head towards Radisson. We left nothing to chance, knowing we had only the tents, sleeping bags, and the gazebo to pack before our departure.
We are having what? Chili, cheese, and bread. In the middle of nowhere in Trans-Taiga. Well, too many cars today.
Near midnight, with the cold creeping in, we ventured on a short hike from the campsite, drawn by the attraction of the stars in the night sky.
We are here to see what we can see. Oh my god, look at the lights in the horizon.
Above us, the heavens opened up, and once again, the northern lights danced across the horizon. A spectacle we had hoped for and now felt privileged to witness them again. The night was getting colder, but it didn't dampen the warmth of our accomplishment. We had completed the Trans-Taiga, a road of challenge and solitude. With mixed emotions, we embraced the fact that this was our last night here. A bittersweet moment of pride and longing, knowing that tomorrow we would turn homeward. The journey was nearing its end, but tonight, under the northern lights, we found peace. Tomorrow would take us forward, but this moment would remain. A memory forged in the wilderness.